Hey VCHHD students, my name's Andy, I'm a VC Health and Human Development teacher. In this short video we're going to look at answering the 2022 VCHHD exam question number 7. Before we dive into question number 7, just a reminder that Health Resources Hub YouTube channel is over 100 videos now available to help you in the lead up to the HHD exam this year. A new one will be coming out each day between now and then. You can subscribe with the button in the bottom corner of the video there. Please let your HHD friends know they can do so too to get access to all those videos. You can see our social media links there if you'd like to follow us, get alerts to new videos coming out each day, and also HHD exam tips, and also an email if you've got any questions or suggestions, videos you'd like me to work on. You can see here that from the 2022 exam, question 7 was worth 14 marks, and it started with some stimulus material here, which was an example of a program called the Oxfam Supported Saving Program, and it talked about how Francisco, had joined the program, and it was helping him to grow and sell food, which essentially meant that he was able to afford more things in his life for himself and his family, including food, and they were able to save for other things in their life as well, and that their children were then growing stronger and weren't getting sick like they had been previously. And so A was asking to outline one reason why the Australian aid program involves partnerships, like the one between the Australian government and Oxfam, as described in the information above, and that was worth 2 marks. And so really it's asking you to think about why the aid program works with NGOs. So you can see over here, this was a question that students struggled with, only 7% of the state able to achieve full marks. It says here that many students discuss partnerships in general, but that wasn't particularly answering a question as they were talking about partnering with NGOs. So you can see they've given some examples there that you could have included, such as NGOs often have specialized skills or expertise, such as setting up programs like this program, and by funding them, that extends the reach of the Australian aid program. A partnership with an NGO provides expertise working in emergency situations where fast and more flexible responses are needed than the structure of the Australian government might be able to deliver. So it's really thinking about some of those sort of characteristics and advantages of NGOs, and then thinking about, well, why does the Australian aid program partner with them? And a lot of them is to sort of build on those particular advantages of NGOs that necessarily the government can't fulfill in the same way that NGOs can. B was then asking how the Oxfam Saving for Change program promotes health and wellbeing and human development. And so obviously you have to make meaningful links, to the program here. And essentially it's 2 3-mark questions. So 3 marks for health and wellbeing and 3 marks for human development. So I'd think about linking into at least 2 dimensions of health and wellbeing and 2 or 3 phrases from the human development definition. There's obviously lots of links you could have made for health and wellbeing to physical health and wellbeing. They talked about their children having a stronger physique and not getting sick anymore. But you could have also talked about improvements in things like self-esteem and confidence from being able to provide food and income for Francisco and his family as being part of the program. In relation to human development, obviously you can talk about the phrase decent standard of living if Francisco and his family have then got access to food and able to purchase other goods, perhaps like shelter, clean water, etc. as a result of the program. You could talk about enhancing capabilities and being able to participate in decisions that affect his life because of the income that he's earning. He might be better able to decide, to perhaps send his children to school if he can now afford it, or he's enhanced his capabilities because what he's learnt through the program is now able to, grow and sell food, etc. So making sure that you're linking to some of those phrases of the human development definition and aspects of the program there. Then C for 6 marks was asking you to evaluate the Saving for Change program using 2 features of effective aid. So you can see in the examiner's report there, once again, this was a really hard question to achieve full marks, and only 2% of the state being able to do that. There are lots of different features of effective aid. Often students have just learnt sort of things like partnership and transparency and accountability, but you can see there there's actually quite a long list. So if you have only learned a couple of those, I'd probably go back and review these other examples here and think about how you could look at a program and decide whether or not that's likely to be present and therefore make that an effective aid program. And I guess where students often fall down in these questions is they don't outline how that particular feature makes the program effective. So you can see down the bottom there in the example of the high scoring response, they mentioned that the Saving for Change was effective. It involved partnerships between the Australian government as well as Oxfam, DFAT and Trade Australia, and that these collaborations ensured that those who in need were part of the program achieve the most benefits by having as much funding and expertise as possible, as multiple organisations may have assisted in bringing community together by focusing on the small community. So they're really outlining how that partnership then links into how the program is likely to be more effective. Okay, so that's the key part of these kinds of questions. So make sure you go back and practice that one from 2022. Okay, hopefully you found that useful. Just a reminder, Health Resources Hub YouTube channel, our social media links, and our email. Thanks so much.